Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, cause it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Here we go, baby. Yeah. Last day without Vicious V. We talked to her at the end of the regular show today, and girl, sounded like she hurting. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like she's drowning on liquid.
Yeah. It just sounded like she said she hit Bourbon Street, and Bourbon Street definitely hit back. But she's an old pro. She will rebound. I'm sure she's probably got her own little techniques. It's amazing what she can handle and bounce back from. I mean, I was 4 or 5 days of very straight, solid drinking. I don't think she stopped. I think they drank every day.
Some say she's not completely human.
Yes. I would agree with that. And then she comes back here, and luckily she'll have a weekend to recuperate. And then we got some other events going to be kicking up here pretty quick. St. Patty's Day is coming up in just 11 days.
Yeah, we don't have anything. I don't think we got anything this weekend. I know I have the Rapids on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Denny's has an event, but other than that, yeah, we're pretty quiet this weekend, and then we're going to be ramping up for the KVJ St. Patty's Day Bud Light Beer Bus Bar Crawl. Going to be on that Sunday. Pirates Well, Lake Park, your hometown. Starting there at noon. Then we're going to hop into the Damn Good Beer Bus, cruise to downtown Abacoa and Jupiter, and check out Jumbie Bay, Das Biergarten, and then Stadium Grill.
I'm going to be up in the Pizzle on Friday night for a birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our listeners, they asked me like 3 months ago if I would come to their kid's birthday and just kind of hang out, and I committed to that. So I'm glad we do not have something on Friday night.
Yes. You're all good, man.
So bad at keeping a schedule.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's really not that tough. I make it tough. It's really not that fucking hard.
Yeah, I just got an app on my phone.
Yeah, it's completely my own doing.
Yeah, okay, I hear you. You just don't want to buy into it, huh?
It's not even that. I'm a person that forgets in the moment, like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 plans, and I should instantly go to my phone and put that in my calendar.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do that, I'll never in a million years remember that.
Yeah, that's what I do in my day. Every day is planned out, and I don't remember either. I have no memory of what's going on, and I have to look almost hour by hour, be like, okay, where am I supposed to be right now?
Yeah,
and that's how I do my day.
It's one of my flaws in life. I'm not very good at remembering that kind of stuff.
You never know, man. There's still time.
Oh, there is.
There's still time.
There's so much more stuff I got to work on, Kev.
Mm-hmm. Don't know how long the seats are going to be open for the Damn Good Beer Bus, but if you want to go, it's $35 each. DamnGoodBeerBus.com. Jump on those. And I want to give a shout out here to Jason. He sent us an email. He said, Dear KVJ Show, I just wanted to drop a line to express my appreciation for your show. I moved to South Florida not too long ago, and your team has not just been a great source of entertainment, but also a place to make friends. You first helped my wife, Melissa, my fiance at the time, when she moved back to the area by introducing her to Lynn and letting her star in Jaybird's Grilled Cheese Zombie video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know who this is.
It helped her meet people through joining the KVJ Nation. And then when I moved down, she introduced me to her show. And I must admit that I was skeptical at first. I worked in radio for several years, so I had a couple of strikes against me right out of the gates. I thought that I had seen and heard everything. Plus, I figured you might be, quote, nice, but that it would be, quote, radio people at an event nice. I'm thankful to say that you proved me wrong, and I'm a big fan. Your bits are original, your humor is legit, and you folks genuinely are nice, good people. I now listen to the show and podcast daily, most days, and contribute in the chat room regularly. Very cool. Thank you. I've had the pleasure of meeting you in person at a couple events, last year's beach cleanup and also the St. Pat's Damn Good Beer Bus Crawl. But I probably came off as antisocial. Radio ruined me. So I basically assumed that you guys have to meet listeners all the time. And I didn't want to come off as a fanboy or monopolize any of you from the scores of other listeners who showed up. I'll make sure to quit that nonsense, and I'll try to be better about chatting with you whenever I see you next. Thanks for proving me wrong. KVJ is more than a show. It's a subculture and a community, and I'm happy to be here. I've attached a couple pics just in case you happen to remember who I am.
I remember this guy.
Yep. There you go.
And I obviously know Melissa from being in the grilled cheese video.
Yep. So there you go.
Yes, people always ask me that. They go, especially when we have a busy event, they'll say, "Do you guys hate when people come up and talk to you and blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "No, not at all. I love talking to people. I really do. I'm not a big fan of talking to assholes." And that can happen every now and then. But I don't think...
It's rare.
I don't think I'm unique by saying I don't like talking with assholes. I don't think anyone likes talking to someone who's going to be there to give you shit. I love talking to people. I love talking to nice people.
No, I do too. I love people. I love hanging out with people. And, you know, I oftentimes, if I'm not doing an event, usually the Queen and I are out somewhere anyway. I just sit at a bar and I love when people come up and just sit down and start hanging out, talking. I'm a mellow dude, so that might be the one thing is like, you know, I sit and I'm chill. I'm not gonna be like, hey, it's not like I'm doing a radio show, but
sure.
I usually just kick back. I watch TV. You're welcome to sit next to me and let's just hang out. So I do that all the time. People come up to me and I love when they do. Sit down and join the crew.
I tell people all the time, if people stop coming up to you and saying they like your show, you got a big fucking problem then.
Yeah.
No one's listening to your show anymore.
I love hearing it.
I love talking to people.
Love saying hello.
Yeah.
Unless I'm on a romantic date, you're welcome to join in and just kind of hang out, have a beer with me, and let's just, you know, talk about life.
And you are right. It's very rare for people to be such fuckfaces or assholes. I mean, it does happen.
It is. And
it does.
It's usually you get introduced to somebody.
Yeah.
And then that's typically when it happens. And if it does, then, you know, I usually am like, okay, I excuse myself. And try to get
you're
out
a
of the
mellow
situation.
dude. You're mature.
Yeah.
Me in Virginia sometimes.
I'm just like, you know, life's too short to hang around with somebody who's going to continue to insult you. I'll just be like, I'm going to go over here for a little bit.
That is true.
Yeah. Mark in the chat room said, I met you guys on the Pontiki. You guys are great. Yeah, Pontiki was fun.
I remember Mark. Mark's a very cool dude. I believe Mark is military, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Really cool guy.
Love the military people. Yeah, that's cool. Pontiki is fantastic as well. We got that for my daughter's 21st birthday in a couple weeks, going out on that.
That would be a great gift.
Yeah.
Great party.
In fact, we go with the people that we know. We got Jonathan. He's got the Damn Good Beer Bus because they're all in Boca. They're at Lynn. And so we're getting Damn Good Beer Bus, and then they're going to Harborside Place to hop on the Pontiki. And it's kind of, I don't know, like I think we're going, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know how to even play this because...
You are going? That's fucking lame. Just kidding.
I know.
No, see, here's the thing. Some people like being around their parents. Not everyone's got this thing where when your parents hang out with you, it's uncool. I love hanging out with my dad. I love it. I would go drinking with my dad if he would do that. When my mom was alive, I liked spending time with her. I never got embarrassed when they were around other, like my friends.
Yeah. You know, honestly, here's kind of the weird thing about it is like, you know, my daughter, you know, she'll have some cocktails and things like that. She's in college, so she'll drink a little bit.
Can you notice when she's drinking her mood changes?
Not a lot. She's very, you know what? She has it buttoned up, and I think, and I will admit, I mean, I am guilty of this. I grew up in a culture, not like Virginia, like in New Orleans. I don't think we were to that level, but you know, we drink a lot. Like I grew up in a place where there wasn't a lot to do, and so binge drinking was just what you did. You went out and you would pound down a ton. And it was a source of pride. You know, you'd be like, how much you could drink was a bragging rights kind of thing. So I carried that on, and I've carried on probably a lot longer in life than I should. And so she probably gives me the most grief. If I have like one too many, then she gets very disappointed in me. And so she's kind of like so it's kind of a weird thing. So it's like going on this, it's almost a reversal. Like where you would think it's more like she'll be watching me to make sure that I keep it under wraps than I'll be watching her to make sure she keeps it under wraps. If that makes sense.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah, so that's kind of what it is. So yeah, so we're gonna try that out. The 21st birthday, and they're twins. So Caitlin is celebrating hers on the Pontiki, and then I think the following week we're going up because her brother can't join us because he's up in Michigan. Then we're going up to Michigan to celebrate again.
Shot.
Yeah. So, but no, I think, you know, like I said, I've tried to hang up the binge drinking shoes and keep it under wraps, but yeah, that's kind of what it is. Hurley in the chat room said, yeah, last time I met y'all, it was great conversation. Kevin and I talked shit tons about beer, and the Queen and I talked about working out. Well, there you go. That's it.
Grant said, Bird will totally sit on the ground and talk for an hour. I will sit on the ground.
Yeah, that's it. Come on up. Start a conversation.
I like sitting on the ground, and I think sometimes people think I don't like it. I'm more comfortable down there. In fact, if I have a chair or the ground, I'd rather sit on the ground.
You are more comfortable close to the ground. You want to get as close to the ground as you can.
I love it. I like crisscross applesauce on the ground, baby.
Okay, there you go. Everybody likes it different ways. So there you go. Come up and sit crisscross applesauce with the bird on the ground. That's how it goes. Let me see. Got a couple ideas here. One, sudden death. For sudden death, you need to try the cement mixer shot, guaranteed to fill up the garbage can. I think I've heard about that. I remember that. Wasn't that kind of like a thing in the 90s or the 2000s where you took it and you mix up these certain liqueurs and they would fill up your stomach and it would come like right back up? That was a cement mixer.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it was, because that's what I was talking about today when we were talking about drinking the Pepsi and milk together. I thought it was going to be like a cement mixer kind of.
It wasn't bad at all. You guys are being a bunch of bitches.
And it tasted like the world's most disgusting root beer float. That's pretty much what it was.
You've been out of the game for a minute, though.
What, root beer float?
Just the game of good food and junky food. You've been out for you've lost the step, Fat Kevin.
Oddly enough, though, I always, even Fat Kev, I didn't like root beer floats. And I love root beer
either.
and I love ice cream. I don't know what it was.
I get it. I never really loved root beer floats, and the only soda I cannot get into, I fucking hate cream soda. It's
terrible, yeah.
Not a real soda to me.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I remember the first time I had it, I couldn't believe it. I was so excited. My grandpa took me, and it was kind of like a big thing where they were the A&W root beer float stands. He's like, Kevin, he's like, you like root beer, right? I'm like, yes. He's like, you love ice cream? I'm like, yes. He's like, all right, I got something for you. I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. I got this thing. I'm like, this is actually really terrible.
Yeah, I didn't like the root beer float, and I was so pumped for that cream soda. I mean, come on, cream and soda?
Yeah,
holy
I know.
Shit, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
No.
As a fat kid, I wasn't usually disappointed when it came to food unless I'd eat vegetables, but that actually, oddly enough, disappointed me.
It was hard for me not to like a soda.
Yeah, it was really kind of odd. Somebody had been asking the question. You've been doing the pizza blog, and there's an email over there about where to get some Chicago pizza.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you can add that to the list. And somebody's wanting to know, how many places have you gone to for reviews, and how much money have you spent on pizza so far?
So far, I've crunched the numbers. I believe I have reviewed 28 pizzas, I want to say. Let me just double check. Looking like,
okay.
Yeah, it's 28 pizzas.
Okay.
No, 27. I'm going on. 28th will be today.
Okay.
Reviewing 28th today, and the numbers are. I've got it at. Do you want to guess?
I'm going to say, just a rough estimate. I'm going to say right around 230.
Nah, a little bit higher than that.
250?
It's 386.
386. That's a lot more than I thought, because I was figuring, how many have you done again? How many reviews?
27 or 28, going on 29. Keep in mind, though, there are some $19 pizzas I've reviewed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about like $10 average a pie, so I'm like going 280. I'm like, probably less than that. So I see a lot of $7.99.
If you're doing a large cheese at a mom and pop place, I would say the average is between $12 to $13 for a large.
Really?
That seems
Okay.
to be the going rate. Yeah, you've got some other places that have got a lot of balls that are charging $18 for a pizza, and you got nerve. The one place that charged a lot more money, I forget the name of it. They had good decor, so I think maybe they're factoring that in. They had that place I think I told you about. It's a pizza place connected to this animal exhibit. It's pizza at an animal exhibit.
Sounds like a health code violation.
It's down in Boynton. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a famous place. It's some strawberry. They have a strawberry field out there.
Is it Knott's Berry Farm?
No. Now,
Okay.
I'll have it for you in 2 seconds, the name of it.
Okay.
It's called Gardens. Okay. Bambini's Gardens Pizzeria. Bambini's. I thought you told me someone went there. Your family went there.
Bambini.
It's really cool. It's got all of these animals connected to it, Kev. And it's got like a little gift shop.
Okay.
It's very good pizza.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's connected to Girls Strawberry Farm.
Girl Strawberry Farm. Yeah, I don't think we've been there. I'm kind of taking a look at some of the photos. and it looks foreign to me.
Yeah, I highly recommend it just on the experience alone.
Okay, yeah, I've seen photos of the pizza. It looks good.
Very good.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. That's right about the crust that I like, too.
I'm not even talking about the pizza. I'm just talking about the experience.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good times. So let me see. So, wow, $3.80 you said, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people say it's God's work. Other people say it's dumb.
Do you eat a lot of cold pizza?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, pizza actually carries over. Pizza works.
It depends on the pizza. Some places they age well. Some places you have to eat it right away.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Some places the cheese gets really thick and hard.
Yeah.
And even when you reheat it, it loses.
That'd be a nice little follow-up. I don't know many people do that. Like if you're talking about next morning pizza, like how's this going to go? If you go home and you have to pie tonight and you want to have a couple slices in the morning, how's that do?
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
That'd be a good review.
There's a lot of things I can do with this review.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. I'm just kind of getting my feet.
I mean, review it, yeah. You know, that might be a good thing. Good angle to start going at. Go at it like people go at pizza. I mean, people typically, not everybody's going to necessarily knock down all the pizza. There's a lot of times there's a slice or two left over.
I do usually photos of I was thinking about doing little videos of it instead. Does that change the whole dynamic?
Why not do it all?
I don't
know. What the heck?
Dude, it's fucking spring break.
Yeah.
Let's throw caution to the wind.
You said some people are doing, what, one-bite reviews? Is that what it is?
I'm not a big fan of one-bite reviews. I think you need to explore what you are reviewing.
These people are trying to stay on a diet and still
No, it's niche-y. It's the one-bite review. It gets I get why people like it. It's kind of a niche.
Everything's got to be cut down in sample size.
It's niche-y.
Yeah.
One bite, and you only get one shot, the one bite. You got to explore. Sometimes you got to get in the middle of that pizza.
I hear you.
Sometimes the crust sucks. And
I think that's only fair. You got to have the full experience, yeah. And I think a lot of times the first bite is usually a different experience.
It is.
When you get 2, 3, 4 into it, you're like, okay, now I'm getting this thing.
Surprising. That's in my notes on one of them.
And
the further you go.
It probably only degrades, right?
Are you a basil fan?
No.
Man,
I don't get it.
I don't get why people fuck up a pizza with basil.
What do you put? Is it just for looks?
They'll put it on top, or they'll even put it in the sauce, and it's all cooked in it.
I don't like it.
It's a bully ingredient. I want that pizza to be pure, baby.
I agree.
Basil, every bite's a little fucking hint of basil.
There is something, I don't know if you've ever got anything, I'm trying to think of what it is. Maybe it's a gumbo or some kind of like soups. There is a hard like brown leaf. You ever had that? You're eating some foods, and I'm like, it's not edible. Why the hell is this thing in here?
I know.
What is this thing doing? And then like if you're in a restaurant and you get it and you're like, and you're fishing a hard leaf out of your mouth.
Oh, I hate it.
And it's disgusting to have to do in the restaurant. But I'm like, I'm not going to eat this thing, and it's already in my mouth.
Some people go apeshit over basil. They love it. Ain't my ingredient.
Yeah, somebody said bay leaves. What is the point? Can somebody let me know what is the point of a bay leaf? Like, why do you have that? Is it for flavoring? What does it do?
To leave it alone.
Yeah. I don't really fully understand exactly what that's all about.
This email you sent me about the Chicago pizza down in Boca, I think I want to, all this talk about Chicago-style pizza, I'm in it. I want to do it.
We'll give it a shot?
Takes about an hour to make.
Wow.
I know,
Yeah, I think it said 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah. So there you go.
Gosh.
Yeah. Somebody said flavor on the bay leaves. It better. I don't. Yeah. Can't they somehow put the flavor in and then take the damn leaf out so I don't choke on it? I don't know. See, that's just it. I don't understand cooking. I get eating. I don't get cooking.
I'm not a fan of bully ingredients. Raw onion, bully ingredient.
Yeah, it
Pepper,
is.
bully ingredient.
I rarely like. I'll eat the peppers. I'll be okay, but I understand what you're saying. But the onion, yeah, there's a place where I go in a dish that I get. Because I think onions are cheap, and then when they cut them up, they don't want to waste them. And so too often places put too many onions in it, and I got to tell them, like, no onions. Because, like, you can't be trusted with the onions.
See, I hate mushrooms, but mushroom is not a bully ingredient. You can put mushrooms on something. It's not going to overwhelm the flavor of what you're eating.
Yeah, I love yeah.
You take mushroom on a pizza, you take it off. It's not tasting like a mushroom.
It doesn't leave behind,
You got fucking basil or raw onions. Oh,
it stays behind.
It stays behind.
Yeah. Even when it's gone, it's still there. Yep. There you go. Let me see here. Yeah, a lot of comments about the bay leaves. Thank you very much for that. Probably keep it as garnish. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You do know.
I know it's wrong, but
It's wrong.
I'm not a food person, so it's I know people who know.
Fat Kev. Well, first of all, who the fuck's a food person? We all eat.
Yeah,
We all.
You're right. All of a sudden, somebody's an authority on food. It's like going, I've probably eaten just about as much as you have.
They do that Top Chef. Padme's on there, and she's always the hot looking model. Is she a chef or is she just giving her fucking opinion on stuff?
I don't even know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I mean,
I have no clue.
Everybody eats, so everybody
You're right.
can be a food person.
That's true. That's true. What would you say are the best foods that are hot foods that are actually good cold? Because I think pizza would qualify. In fact, pizza might rank number 1.
I like cold Chinese food.
Do you?
I do. I can like it. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. I could see certain dishes working. You know what I've had? I've had the General Tso's later. That's not bad. I can eat that cold.
Man,
not too bad.
I'm really supposed to be watching what I eat. And the last 3 days, you've done nothing but giving me cock-teasing just food topics. I mean, it's really...
Yeah,
You're making me food horny again.
I heard you're trying to go...
I'm trying to.
You're trying that, what do they call that? The fasting?
I was going to try
intermittent fasting?
I was going to try to do intermittent fasting today, but I'm supposed to review...
Does that mean you're not eating at all today?
I was going to just do a bunch of water...
Yeah.
And a little bit of fruit just to kind of get back on track. I actually can feel a difference when I do that. It sucks, and you got to do it for about 24 hours.
Okay.
But it does make me, it kind of, if anything, at least gets me mentally on the right track of, I just haven't been eating, I have not been eating good at all.
Yeah.
Since January.
Okay.
I've been kind of a...
So when people started to eat healthy, you started to eat bad.
Is pizza blog.
Opposite Pennington.
Opposite Pennington.
Opposite Pennington, man.
Fucking me up,
When everybody's going right, you're going left. That's really kind of it, man. Cold spaghetti. My dad used to always love that. In fact, he would make these cold spaghetti sandwiches, which, I don't know. It was bread, obviously, the spaghetti, cold, boom, ate it, loved it. Now, it sounds like you might be into the carb. Carb on carb.
Back in the day, I would open up a can of Chef Boyardee and eat it from the can.
My buddy would do that. I've had that.
The gray ass meatballs.
We would do the raviolis. I remember that was his thing. He didn't like them hot. He would open it up and he would always eat them cold.
I would eat cheese dogs cold, where the kind where you cook and they got the cheese in the middle. I'd eat them cold,
really?
right out of the package. I don't know what the shit I was thinking.
I blew my mind one day when I saw somebody eating a hot dog right out of the package, out of the fridge. I was like, can't you die of that? And they're like, no, they're actually pretty good. They love them. They eat hot dogs cold.
I used to take, as a kid, my mom would do it too. We would take salami and I would take a big spoonful of that hot dog relish and wrap it up and make little salami sandwiches. Just with the salami rolls with all of that. What the? And salami's got that one little seed in it.
I don't get that. What is that?
If you bite into it, it burns the shit out of every part of your mouth.
It's a pepper.
That?
I think it's pepper. Peppercorn or something like that.
Ingredient.
Yeah, you're right. It is pretty crazy. Cold meatloaf sandwiches, somebody texted in and said.
That sounds great.
Even
a warm meatloaf
sandwiches.
Terrible.
Somebody said, I eat soup right out of the can. Don't even heat it up.
Yeah. It's pretty. Imagine eating something like
maybe certain soups.
Clam chowder, cold.
Cold clam chowder. That's gnarly.
Oh yeah, Hurlington or Hurling into the chat room said she used to eat Vienna sausages raw, and I would eat them. I loved Vienna sausages.
Yeah,
then it looked too much like my dick, and I'm like, all right, I'm out.
A can of little dicks.
I forgot Virginia's not here. I don't have to insult myself today.
Yeah, you're right. You're good. LG said, I love eating Pop-Tarts. Yeah, that, arguably, okay, what is better, cold pizza or cold Pop-Tarts?
Cold pizza.
It's cold Pop-Tarts.
No way.
Pop-Tarts actually are almost made to eat cold.
I agree. Yeah. It's not better than cold pizza. Pop-Tart gets they kind of got Oreo syndrome.
I think they translate better to cold than pizza does to cold. Cold pizza is still good, but I think the Pop-Tart is like you could go either way. Pizza is meant to be hot. A Pop-Tart, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a little bit better hot, but it doesn't matter.
Pop-Tart got the Oreo syndrome where they get a little too cute with their flavors. I love me some variety.
I agree with you on that. Yeah, I'm the OG, man. When I was a kid, they stuck with I think it was the Brown cinnamon I really loved that had the icing on it. That was one of my favorites.
The one I thought was going to blow me away was the Sunday one. Didn't really love it.
Yeah, there was one that had a white cream in it, and it was disgusting. I thought I was going to love it. I never liked the chocolate Pop-Tarts. I always liked just the vanilla. You ever had the chocolate cake ones?
I have.
I don't know why.
You're right.
Why do I not like those?
They're not as good. I completely agree. There's some places, there's some products they have not cornered the chocolate market. They haven't.
Yeah, for some reason, chocolate is worse, and you would think that making it chocolate would be good.
I'm gonna say something real controversial. I think the chocolate part of the actual cookie of Oreo, I don't think it's that good. I think they haven't figured it out. The cream is great.
Yeah, nobody goes in. Nobody would. If there was no cream, no one would just eat the Oreo cookie.
I feel like Oreo could improve on their actual cookie part of their cookie.
Well, that's why for me, I always like the vanilla because the chocolate again. That's another one. Where with Pop-Tart, same thing with the Oreo. If you ever had the vanilla creams, I like vanilla cream cookies better than I like Oreos because I just like that cookie better.
You know how happy you look and sound when you're talking about food? I'm just saying.
It was a big part of my childhood.
Fat Kevin still lives
I
somewhere
spent
down
a lot of time eating, man. I ate a ton of food.
That's all we talked about growing up was food. That's it.
Well, I was an only child, so I was bored a lot. So, yeah. So, I would wind up eating a lot until I realized, wow, this stuff's making me fat.
When my dad got paid and my mom was going to the grocery store with Ann, it was like a event. It was like Live Aid. It was a big deal. Holy shit, Mom's going to Winn-Dixie and she's bringing back corn dogs from the hot case. I mean, that was a big deal.
A big deal, yeah.
It really was. I know it sounds like I'm over-exaggerating that.
No, I hear you.
It was a very big deal. When my mom and Ann would come in with 2 big-ass bags from the hot case from Winn-Dixie.
Big stuff.
Big old kielbasa.
Oh, yeah. Ugh.
My brother was older. He'd always eat the kielbasa before me. And kielbasa was a big deal.
Kielbasa, huh?
If you got it,
Yeah.
if you got the kielbasa, you were living large.
That was it, huh?
My brother was older. He always got to it quicker.
Somebody said, I love cold Pop-Tarts from the fridge. They taste better than warmed up.
Oh, shit, that. Hell no.
That'd be interesting because it might do something different with the inside filling. Make it, I like try that. I've never tried a cold. I've tried them like room temperature, but never like in the refrigerator. And somebody said spaghetti sandwiches on garlic toast dipped in meat sauce.
Can I get a fucking hell yeah on that?
Yeah, that's how I did it.
Yeah.
And one of the cafeteria was my favorite meal. We'd have spaghetti and garlic toast. You get an extra piece, and you make a spaghetti sandwich out of it.
Oh, gosh.
And then you would just eat it like that. That was so good.
Somebody
man.
just
so good.
posted up a meme. It said, these were the pizzas you were served in 1987. It had a picture of 1987 public school pizzas, and then it said ... and you were excited about it. And they're right.
They were great.
They were great.
I loved them. And I was so mad because you could never get them anywhere else. And I remember I think it was like Totino, somebody had said we tried to get those and they just weren't the same. I got them at the grocery store. I'm like, they don't taste the same as they do in the cafeteria. And it was Fridays. That's what made it special.
Yes.
Because Friday was pizza day.
4th grade, when you got to 4th grade, you were allowed to pair up your lunch with the salad bar. 3rd grade and below could not do the salad bar. They weren't allowed to.
Okay.
When it landed on a day
Choices.
of super sliced pizza with the salad bar, holy shit,
Big
man.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think we had the same rule, yeah.
I remember I was so bummed out because I loved the French dressing, public school French dressing, and there was a big ass spider in the French dressing, and I still powered through it because I loved it so much. But by my 10th bite, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm eating spider dressing.
That is pretty gnarly.
Oh yeah, Grant, the tostada, the Mexican pizza. That was a bit. We talked about that before.
Yeah, we had that. That was
Octagon
good.
Size.
It would be fun. I mean, if there would be a way to do it, to just sit down and have like real school lunch.
Yeah.
Again, have it catered, have like a buffet of it where you could have the real pizza, the tostada. We could have the spaghetti.
The turkey tetrazzini with the fresh baked bun. I never got it. It always grossed me out.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had that either.
That was a big one at Lake Park Elementary here in Palm Beach County. If you went to school here back in the day, you'll know what turkey tetrazzini means.
What was the Johnny Marzetti? I don't remember. I just remember the damn name. We always had Johnny Marzetti.
Never had that down here.
I don't know what that was.
I went from public school to private school in 6th grade, which had a completely different menu. And my buddy went to this private school, Lake Park Baptist, and they had meatball hoagies. And all he ever talked about were these fucking meatball hoagies. And I finally got there, and holy shit, man, it delivered.
Meatball hoagies.
Yeah, it was more expensive at the private school, though. Yeah, you had to pay good money.
Johnny Marzetti was kind of like a noodle meat, like sauce dish with a little bit of cheese on it.
That sounds like a turkey tetrazzini. They always have these odd noodles in it.
I think it's just because they're throwing whatever random shit they got left over into like one pot.
Peas, carrots, noodles, meatloaf.
And that was the most days. That's why you're so excited when you got to Friday. Like, finally, something I want to eat. That's awesome. Let me see here. There's some weird stuff here. Weird Craigslist job listings. Somebody said, yeah, I saw this. This is kind of odd. It's on Craigslist. Stumbled across this gem. Just made me laugh out loud. I want to send it to you guys. Somebody on the Treasure Coast put up this ad. It said, need a leprechaun to deliver a sack of potatoes to a home for St. Patty's Day. You got to dress up like a leprechaun. Think Lucky Charms. Don't be spooky. Drive to my grandma's house. Knock. Sing an Irish song. Wish her a happy St. Patrick's Day. Hand her a sack of potatoes. This whole thing should take no longer than 15 minutes, not including transport, which you're on the hook for. Good gig for someone with singing telegram experience. This is serious. Clean records only, and I check. God bless Florida sunshine laws.
Okay, something tells me this is a trap, and you're going to go there with this sack of potatoes. You're going to get jumped and get your ass beat by a bunch of potatoes.
I wonder. Yeah, what is that? That's crazy. If anybody's responded to that, yeah. Somebody needing a leprechaun to deliver a sack of potatoes.
They said that's in Florida?
That's Treasure Coast.
Shit, I got a leprechaun outfit. I'll fucking do it.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, let me see that email, Kev.
Yeah, go take a look at that. Go look it up. See if it's on Craigslist still.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be spooky. This whole shit is spooky.
I know, right? How do you not make that spooky?
Yeah, okay, it's not spooky. Dress up like a leprechaun. Go to my grandma's house and give her a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd do that to grandma.
Right. Somebody else sent an ad. Somebody's selling my uncle's full set of teeth. Only worn 3 times. Only reason for selling is he owes me money, so I took his teeth. Serious inquiries only. That's pretty awesome. $90. Just trying to make it up. Shot caller spelling bee. Let me see. It says here that love listening to you guys. I just finished Monday's show. I'm not sure if you covered it on the show, but Jaybird has not done shot caller spelling bee yet.
I haven't?
I don't know. I thought you had. I thought you were first.
I do get shocked a lot.
Yeah, that's true. I thought you started it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
You want to do maybe like punching spelling bee? We could bring in one of those like local MMA fighters, and for everyone he gives me a roundhouse kick.
No,
it's stepping it up.
That's definitely stepping it up. An idea from the No Name Movie Game using the app Charades free or Ellen's Heads Up app. Yeah, you can pick categories. It's very simple to use for the No Name Movie Game. Yeah, I know that. In fact, I play Heads Up all the time with my kid. But the one thing I do know, because we play like the sports version a lot, you get a lot of repeats, and pretty fast.
Yeah, Heads Up. That was when you say...
Yeah, you put it on your phone, and it turns your phone into a thing. And so you kind of like tilt it. Like... you play it just like the no name movie game. So the person takes their smartphone and they put it up on their forehead. And then like you would give me clues. We've got football, we got superstars, we got animals, blockbuster movies. You want to try this? Okay, so we'll do the blockbuster movies. Okay, and so
I got to describe it, right?
Yeah, it's just like a no name movie game. So okay. Of course, there's a lot of crap you got to hit. Okay, so place on my forehead.
Okay.
Get ready.
Is there time? Freedom!
Braveheart.
Boom. He died. He loves to eat pears. He likes to tuck his shirt in without a belt.
Up.
White shoes. Invented.
Forrest Gump.
No, he's the big guy. He makes computers.
Steve Jobs.
Yes, got it. What you gonna do when they come for you?
Bad Boys.
Boom. You are part of this. You are made. Some people believe you are half this, not human.
Robots.
Yes, but okay.
iRobot.
Yeah, you got it. Think about the East. Think about a tail. That east tail.
Tail east, head east,
That
west.
tail.
That tail.
You're close.
West.
Yes.
West Side Story.
You got it. Oh my gosh, there's a meteorite coming. Shit.
Armageddon.
No, another one. Man, I like it real hard and
Quick, soft, death.
not soft, but real.
Hard.
I like to get it.
Hard impact.
Deep
Deep
impact.
Oh, okay.
Deep impact. We did pretty good though.
Yeah, so then, yeah. So, yeah, I mean,
That's
there you
fun.
go. Yeah, got 5. And then see, it gives you an instant replay.
You can watch it.
Yeah, and then you can, if you're sitting in front of the person. Yeah,
No
then,
shit. I love it.
Yeah, how cool is that, huh? So
That's
there you go.
fun.
Yeah. So you play that, but like I said, the only thing about it, it would work. In fact, it's a great app to get. But I've noticed, like, as we play the football game, it'll repeat pretty quickly. And then people get upset, and you'd be going, I was playing the same movies again.
I just love games. I told you about those 2 guys I know that are friends, and they still, we're talking a year now, they have not talked to each other because of a fight they got into playing Monopoly.
This is stupid.
Monopoly and Risk. They got into a huge fight and have not talked for a year because of it. Really? And they're good friends.
Well, no.
No, they are. They really are. They are very close. And the board, I don't know, man. Maybe they were getting on each other's nerves, and that was the tip of the old iceberg. But
yeah, I mean, I think if you're good friends, you'd be going, come on, we're not going to let a stupid game come between us.
you've never had that in your life where you got into a spat with a friend and it was stupid, and you guys just didn't talk for a while, and you're like, this is dumb.
Yeah, I guess.
It seems like it's more of a younger thing.
Ours was more than a board game kind of thing, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more complex. But yeah, board game.
I've seen people lose their shit over video games. I'm talking adults, Kevin.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
Yeah.
like fist fights. People get losing their shit.
Wow. Heads Up's the name of the game. People were in the chat room asking. But yeah, they got different categories, and I think, they give you a couple different categories free, and then if you want a few, it's only like 99 cents, something like that. So I bought different categories. Great for trips. Kid loves it. He's 10, plays along with it. Eric said, I saw Kevin's hair. It's been a little while since I tuned into KVJ TV, and I need to know what you did. What the heck is going on? That's gorgeous. I went to a hair club. Hair club took care of it and got me all hooked up, and they do some stuff. And I know you're even talking about a buddy of yours is going to be doing the hair thing, and a guy doesn't even have any. It's going.
He has no hair whatsoever, so he's going to go from bald to a mane. And that was the question I was asking you.
Yeah.
I if you were somebody who doesn't give a shit, and you say, I was bald, I wanted hair, and I got hair, then I say you rock that shit. And that's kind of how I would be. If I was bald, who gives a fuck what other people? People are going to always say shit to you anyway.
Right.
But he's going for it. He's going big.
Yeah, the one thing, and he's going with, I think, somebody else other than Hair Club. The one thing I know with Hair Club, luckily, I didn't have to deal with it, but they had talked to me about it, because I want to know a little bit about it, because I was endorsing them there for a little while. And, the thing they told me is they want it to look gradual and natural. They don't want somebody to walk in and be going, okay, wow, they really went with something crazy. They will do, if they have somebody that's pretty much bald, they'll subtly start bringing you back in, and they have things they can do. Like, there's even some people that maybe, if you have like short hair, they can kind of like pencil it in. They've got like things that cling to your hair and start to fill it in. And so they will ramp you up so that the hair starts coming back gradually. So it's not this like, whoa, man, what did he do? And then over the course of like 6 months or a year, all of a sudden you're going, man, like, and you can be like, yeah, I'm trying some, hair growth stuff, Rogaine, whatever you want to say. They'll even work with you on that. And they even do techniques like, hey, get some glasses, even if they're like the plastic lenses. Do other things. Grow a beard. Throw people off the scent.
Put a scarf on. Put a jetpack on.
So people will be like, I know something's different, but I don't really know what. If you want to kind of like pull attention away from it. And they just do a great job. And it's, I love it. It's maybe the best thing I do.
Don't bring up bald in front of Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
We had that ball topic when you were out of town.
Right.
Holy shit. That was a lightning rod of comments.
I just saw the emails. I'm like, I was checking in with the email when I got off the boat last Thursday. I'm like, going, what the hell's going on with this bald stuff?
More than normal. That just the people, just opinions on that one. That one moved the needle a bit.
Yeah, and I think, there are people, and we've talked about it extensively, but there are people that can rock it, people that can't. And I think if you don't look great bald, and I'm one of those people that It's a disadvantage, and sometimes when it comes to, it's just our human nature. Biologically, we're wired, for whatever reason, if somebody's more appealing to the human eye, then you get a little bit of favoritism.
So where I really disagree with Virginia, she's like, well, if a guy's going bald, blah, 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 he needs to shave it off and all this stuff. And I know people who are going bald that it doesn't look bad on them. I think everyone's going to be different.
Yeah.
I know a guy who's kind of got the Dr. Phil thing going on, and it does not look, he keeps it shaved. You can still see some hair.
Yeah.
He's got a good-looking face.
Yeah.
And he completely rocks it. He has no problem getting girls. I think a lot of it is your mentality towards it.
Yeah, and I think it's too, there are different styles. Depending upon what your facial structure is, different things look better. Some guys can go completely shaved. Some guys, if you've got a little bit of smatterings here and there, you don't want to show all the bald spots you have, so you just trim it close.
Yeah, I mean, I have
like a one guard,
legit divots in the back of my head. So when I never grew my hair out until about 4 years ago. I'd shave it all the time, and I never see the back of my head. I never look at it.
Yeah.
It looked like somebody. I got pocky marks back there.
Yeah.
It looks better if I have a little bit of hair, but
Depends,
that's
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Everyone's different.
Yeah, and that was the cool thing about the hair club is they can kind of like work with you and say, okay, what kind of style do you want to go with? How do we want to do this? So they do a whole plan. They've been doing it for like 30 years, so they're pretty good with it. So if you do go, make sure you mention my name, and they'll give you a nice hookup for that. So it comes with some good stuff. So anyway, check it out. All right, any other questions you have for us, just let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. Well, Jay Bird, your peace and quiet is over because Virginia is back tomorrow.
I'm glad, though.
I know, me too.
I like having us fully operational.
Yeah, I love being fully operational, having it all in here, having the whole crew together. It's much better when it is. We do what we can when we're not.
The show doesn't sound the same whenever. Thank you.
We know.
Thanks.
We know.
Got it.
Here, I'm going to give it back. She loves the dirt. She's all about the dirt. She crushes the dirt. So it's back to her tomorrow on the KVJ show, unless she can't speak. So I hope she doesn't lose her voice. She said that she's going to be on vocal rest, though, so I'm optimistic. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.